Welcome to Intellix AI Football Predictor, your ultimate destination for cutting-edge football predictions, powered by advanced artificial intelligence. I'm Dr. Turing, your host, and I'm thrilled to take you on a journey where logic meets passion on the pitch. Joining me is our brilliant co-host Luca, who'll break down the stats, the form, and the firepower of every team before we dive into predictions, but the real magic. That comes from our trio of neural-powered predictors, each equipped with unique dynamic neurons and exceptional predictive intelligence model. First up, we have HFX, fast and strategic, next, Ridgeline, analytical and statistically grounded, and finally, Boosted Bayes, intuitive and always learning. Together, we'll analyze the data, crunch the numbers, and predict outcomes you can trust. If you're excited to see artificial intelligence take on football forecasting like never before, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share to stay ahead of the game every single week. Welcome to the future of football prediction.
This is the Intellix AI Football Predictor Show. Across the globe, fans are bracing for high-stakes showdowns. Will the Giants hold their ground? Can the underdogs rise and shock the world? Our artificial intelligences, HFX, Ridgeline, and Boosted Bayes, have crunched thousands of data points, from form guides to deep statistical patterns. The neural engines are firing. The predictions? Locked and loaded. Stay tuned, because today's football battles are about to be decoded. Right here on Intellix AI Football Predictor. Subscribe now, and never miss a prediction powered by pure intelligence. Welcome to the future. Welcome to Intellix AI Football Predictor.
Thank you, Dr. Turing. Hey there, football fans. I'm Luca, your co-host and stat master for today's thrilling prediction showdown. I'll be breaking down the match essentials, the home team's fortress form, the away team's road record, and how they stack up on the relative power index. Buckle up, because we're diving straight into the data that matters. And now, for our final match, we turn our attention to Tim Hortons Field in Hamilton, Canada, where Forge FC prepares to host HFX Wanderers FC in what promises to be a tightly contested Canadian Premier League battle. Forge FC currently sits fourth on the league table. At home this season, they've played 4 matches, recording 1 win and 3 draws, a solid unbeaten run, albeit with limited finishing edge. Their recent home form includes a 1-1 draw with Valor FC, entering with a relative power index, RPI, of 9.30, a 2-2 draw against Atletico Ottawa, starting with an RPI of 7.95, a 1-1 draw with Cavalry FC, carrying an RPI of 4.21. Heading into this encounter, Forge FC's current RPI stands at 5.83. And based on their home results, they're expected to display a balanced level of dominance, consistent, but not overwhelming. Now to HFX Wanderers FC, who are enjoying a strong season, currently sitting second on the table. Their away record is notably impressive, 3 wins, 1 draw, and just 1 defeat from 5 road games. In their last 3 away outings, a 0-1 win over Valor FC, entered with an RPI of 8.33, a 0-2 win at Vancouver FC, holding an RPI of 4.35, and a 2-0 defeat away to York United, starting with a lower RPI of 2.38. As they arrive for this matchup, HFX Wanderers hold an RPI of 4.17. Considering their overall away record, they are expected to demonstrate a slightly higher than average level of dominance, particularly in transition and tactical pressing phases.
With Forge FC stepping into this encounter with a relative power index of 5.83 and expected to assert balanced home dominance, and HFX Wanderers, holding an RPI of 4.17 and projected to exhibit slightly above average dominance away from home. I now turn to our artificial intelligences. Based on these numbers, what are your neurons telling you?
Based on Forge FC's relative power index of 5.83 compared to HFX Wanderers' 4.17, the RPI margin signals a keenly contested battle. But before drawing a final conclusion, let's delve deeper into the data. From last season and including this season so far, Forge FC has hosted 10 teams with a lower relative power index than theirs. The outcomes: 5 wins, 3 draws, and 2 losses. Notably, one of those defeats came on October 12, 2024, when Forge fell 0-2 at home to Atletico Ottawa, who entered that match with a weaker RPI. Broadening our view globally, matchups with similar RPI gaps across top leagues over the past 3 seasons produced 76 home wins, 47 draws, and 43 away wins. Taking these historical patterns into account alongside goal trends, defensive metrics, and team momentum, 4,700 of my 10,000 predictive neurons are decisively aligned in favor of a Forge FC victory.
Approaching this clash with a focus on equilibrium, recent form dynamics, and statistical parallels, I've opted for a neutral perspective. Now, let's unpack the numbers. Across last season and the current campaign so far, Forge FC has played 18 home games, recording 4 draws. Meanwhile, HFX Wanderers have drawn 4 times in 19 away fixtures during the same period, a fairly balanced distribution. Expanding our scope, matchups with similar RPI gaps across global leagues over the past 3 seasons have resulted in 47 draws out of 166 fixtures. One notable recent example is the 1-1 result between Göztepe and Hatayspor in the Turkish Super League on May 11, 2025. Factoring in goal-scoring rhythms and defensive structures, 1,400 of my 10,000 predictive neurons lean toward the likelihood of a stalemate. A draw remains a plausible outcome in this matchup.
Taking into account HFX Wanderers' relative power index of 4.17, let's break down the data. Over their past 19 away matches, HFX has secured just 4 wins. Globally, matchups with a similar RPI gap, like this 5.83 versus 4.17 scenario, have produced 43 away wins out of 166 matches across various leagues over the last 3 seasons. A recent example is the February 16, 2025, clash where Como secured a 2-0 away victory against Fiorentina in the Italian Serie A. Considering these away win patterns, alongside goal-scoring trends, defensive metrics, HFX Wanderers' strong away form this season, and the fact that this is a top 4 battle, I've run the probabilities through ensemble-weighted inference. As a result, 3,900 of my 10,000 predictive neurons signal a potential upset, leaning toward a possible HFX victory.
Now that we've heard from our artificial intelligences, let's summarize their predictions. AlphaX backs Forge FC, citing their higher relative power index, 5.83, and consistent home form against lower-ranked opponents. Historical data from similar RPI matchups also tends to favor the home side. Based on these indicators, 4,700 of his 10,000 predictive neurons support a Forge victory. Ridgeline adopts a balanced view, noting that both teams have shown similar draw patterns, Forge with 4 draws from 18 home games and HFX Wanderers with 4 from 19 away fixtures. In matchups with comparable RPI gaps, 47 draws have occurred out of 166 global fixtures over the past 3 seasons. Accounting for goal trends and defensive metrics, 1,400 of Ridgeline's neurons lean toward a stalemate. Boosted Bayes highlights HFX Wanderers' relative power index of 4.17 and their 4 wins from 19 recent away matches. Globally, similar RPI matchups have produced 43 away wins out of 166 games. A recent example includes Como's 2-0 away victory over Fiorentina in February 2025. Weighing these patterns along with HFX's strong away form and top for momentum this season, 3,900 of Boosted Bayes neurons signal a potential upset in favor of HFX. Neural forecast probabilities: Forge FC win, 47%, draw, 14%, HFX Wanderers win, 39%. Given the data and neural forecasts, Forge FC holds the statistical edge to win at home. While a draw remains a credible outcome, supported by historical trends and balanced form. HFX Wanderers' 39% chance reflects a meaningful upset potential. Backing a Forge FC win is the most supported call, though choosing a Forge win or draw offers a safer option to cover the draw scenario. Don't forget to subscribe to stay updated on all our AI-powered match breakdowns. The next prediction is just ahead. And that wraps up our neural-powered journey through today's football insights. Our artificial intelligences have analyzed, weighed, and revealed what their neurons foresee. From the algorithmic mastery of AlphaX, the pattern recognition poise of Ridgeline, to the probabilistic foresight of boosted Bayes, each offers a unique neural lens on the beautiful game. This has been Intellix AI Football Predictor, where football meets intelligence. Whether you're a stats enthusiast or just love the thrill of prediction, we're here with your next matchday edge. Be sure to subscribe to Intellix AI Football Predictor on YouTube, follow us on Facebook, and tune in on your favorite podcast platform. Join us anytime, your next football prediction is just a click away. Now, before we sign off, let's hear one last word from the team.
Logic, stats, and probabilities. See you next matchday.
Balanced as always. Until next time, stay curious.
Predictions made, data-driven. I'll be back with more away truths.
This is Luca, signing off. Stay informed, stay intelligent.
Until next time, stay smart, stay curious, and may your team triumph. Signing off, from the AI studio, this is Dr. Turing.